Sr. freely admits that most people hate him and his family for what they espouse here in Topeka. Phelps is convinced most of us are going to hell anyway, and were predestined even before we were born. A part of the Phelps dogma is detailed tonight as we have part 2 of the Phelps factor. 13's Jim Doblin, who had a report of 6, joins us again. This is the second segment we look at tonight, Jim.
That's right, Ralph. No member of the Phelps family disputes that Patriarch Fred Phelps Sr. is a strict disciplinarian. But there is disagreement whether that discipline was abusive and whether Phelps' brand of primitive Baptist dogma is used to exert undue mind control. The constant controversy created by Phelps, the church, and his law firm certainly caused a good deal of emotional anguish for some former family members.
How did you leave? Did you just...
Packed up and left.
Right.
Yeah.
Was there any argument about that?
Well, I did it in a manner that there wouldn't be an opportunity for argument.
Was it like just one day?
Yeah, pretty much. I did it within a 24-hour period. But I had an apartment set up and everything to go to. And then packed up and left.
One of the youngest Phelps daughters, Dottie, changed her last name last year to get away from the controversy and establish a degree of autonomy she says she couldn't as a Phelps.
There's been controversy since I can remember. And there didn't seem to be any end to it. It didn't seem like we're coming to any end of it. And I just don't agree with handling the way someone expresses their opinion about issues in the manner in which we were.
Bird won't discuss many details about her family's methods of discipline, partly because she remains in Topeka and because she wishes to stay out of the fray. But from California, one of Phelps's eldest sons, Nate, spoke of frequent and brutal beatings. He remembers after one bad report card getting beaten with a garden hoe, almost to the point of passing out.
It's got an axe head on one side and a hoe head on the other side. And you use it like to take the roots out of the ground. So, it's a large gardening tool. There was bruises on bruises, and there was bleeding. I mean, it was bad enough where the skin was actually cut open. And it was from the top of the butt all the way down to below the knee on the backside.
They have turned their back on their family and on the church and on the Lord. And I don't have any hostility. I know that they will be sorry one of these days if they did that. I'm sure they will.
Well, what you guys are doing is encouraging all the youth of this country who see your program to rise up and rebel and curse and lie on their parents and violate that commandment.
Phelps refused to address specifics of that incident and other allegations, calling them lies and muckraking. Another of his children dismissed them as sour grapes.
They're just exaggerating what happened because they didn't like it. I don't know a child. Jacob doesn't like it when I spank him. I spank him, and he doesn't like it. And for such mind control, why are they so free now to be critical? Well, there just wasn't any mind control. It's that simple. There was simply a strict rearage, and they didn't like it, and they rebelled against it, and that's their posture today.
Nate claims he's been through years of counseling for what he calls a form of post-traumatic stress disorder, similar to what soldiers undergo. The present-day soldiers in Phelps's war against homosexuals include his young grandchildren.
What do you think of all this media attention of late?
I don't like it.
How? Why?
Because they're spreading our message.
And what's the message?
That God hates fags.
Are you convinced of that?
Yes.
Why do you think he is homosexual?
Because he gave them up unto vile affections.
Do you think God hates homosexuals?
Yes.
Do you know what a homosexual is?
Yes. They have sex with several men and women.
Several men and women?
Yeah. And it's supposed to be one man and one woman for one lifetime.
Do you think that, as some of the signs say, that homosexuals are going to go to hell?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Because God gave them up.
Ralph, more on the Phelps brand of primitive Baptist beliefs on our next edition of the Phelps Factor. That's tomorrow night at 6. We'll try to explain a little bit more of what predestination, that concept, has to do with the family beliefs.
And you'll be back at 10 also tomorrow night. 2 segments again, Mark. Jim, thanks a lot.